Hello and welcome to the webinar. My name is Eric Johnson. I'm the creator and CEO of Teamzy, coming to you live from my home office here in beautiful San Diego. And this is a real live active home. I've got 4 kids, so we may get a visit from small children at some point. I hope you guys will just roll with that. We'll have some fun with it. But we're going to have a lot of fun tonight on this webinar. I'm going to take you guys kind of on a journey. I'm not going to spend a lot of time going deep into philosophical teaches, which I tend to do and love to do. But I'm just going to take you right into the nuts and bolts of Teamzy, because I know you guys are curious about how you can use this to build your business. Teamzy is more than just a tracking application. It's actually a way of doing business. It's built on a philosophy of doing business based on building relationships. And what I'm going to show you tonight, first of all, we'll get Teamzy set up together. I'll show you how to do that. It's very easy. And then we're going to go in. I'll show you how to do a power hour. Okay? So we're going to be able to reach out and connect with 20 people a day in like 25 minutes. It's going to be so easy and efficient with Teamzy. I'll show you how to reach out and connect with people, how to start conversations. Then we're going to take those conversations and we're going to turn them into invites to learn more either about the business opportunity or about the products that we're selling, right? And then we're going to follow up on those invites. And I'm going to show you how to do it all in Teamzy seamlessly. We're going to follow up with the invites like a pro. I'm even going to teach you how to follow up, and I'm going to show you how to follow up without being annoying. Right? Because I know you guys probably don't follow up as much as you could because you don't want to be annoying. So I'll teach you how to do that. And we'll do all of that. Basically, what I'm going to show you is how 30 minutes a day, you can absolutely slay this business. Okay? And with an app like Teamzy, you're going to look like a total pro all the time. Then we'll do Q&A. So if you have any questions that come up during, or maybe you already have questions, there's a Q&A button right on the bottom of the screen that you can load up your questions in, and I'll answer them all at the end. Sound good? Okay, great. Okay, so let's just jump right on in. Where's my share screen button? There it is. And now you guys are looking at my dashboard. And this is the LulaRoe version of Teamzy, which is so cool. Some of you guys may know the story. We started with Beachbody coaches almost 2 years ago. And we've had a few people that were doing both that were like, you need to check out LulaRoe. So here we are. We're really excited to serve you guys. Here's where your rank is. Let me just give myself a cooler rank. Hey, trainer, that sounds like me. I'm going to do that. You guys with me? All right. You're going to put your rank in there. All right. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to set this up. Now, before I even start on this, I want you guys to understand this. Maybe you already know this, but we're giving you a free 30-day trial of Teamzy. Free for 30 days, no credit card, nothing like that. Maybe you're already on a free trial. But if you're watching this and you're not, you need to go to teamzy.com and start a trial. It's free. We don't ask for your card number, nothing. It's super easy. You're going to use it for 30 days before you decide whether or not you want to keep using it. Okay, so go in and do that free trial. Now, when you're in your free trial to start, when you first log in, you'll be inside a setup wizard, which makes setting this up really easy. Okay, now I've dismissed that setup wizard, so I'll show you how to get it back. It's right over here in the top right under settings is setup wizard. There it is. So let's start that, and I'll take you through. There's going to be 3 things that we do in the setup wizard. We're going to set an income goal first. And from the income goal, Teamzy is going to tell us what kind of activity we need to do to reach that goal. Pretty cool, right? So you don't ever have to wonder what to do anymore. We're going to create a powerful why, right? And that's because if we don't have a powerful why, we tend to quit. We don't want that. We want you to be successful. And then we're going to import your contacts so that you can have everything in one place, super mega organized. Okay? All right, let's click start. And there's little videos along the way that help you out, but you've got me live. You don't need them. I want you guys to know I'm going to go fast. We're recording this call, but I'm going to go fast because I have a lot to cover and I want to give you guys a ton of value. Okay. So let's set an income goal. There's just a box. You put a number in it, okay? Now here's what I want you guys to do. I want you to stretch a little bit. I don't want you to put an income goal that's really safe. I want you to figure out, like, you know, if I really did this, like if I really went for this, what could I achieve within 12 months, okay? And then I want you to stretch a little farther. So look, I'm going to put 150,000 in here as my goal, okay? 150,000. Whatever number you're comfortable with. But here's what I will tell you. The daily activity required at this level is like 30, 40 minutes. Now, I know it doesn't sound like a lot, but it is consistent. And when you apply it consistently, you get the compounding effect. It's pretty awesome. All right, so I put in 150. Here we go. Continue. Now, what it's telling me is if I want to get to this level, I need to be connecting with, here's the number it estimates, 4,348 people over the next 12 months. Right? No one said it was going to be easy, but at least now I know the roadmap. 4,348 people I need to reach out to. Great. If that seems like a lot, I want to ask you guys a question. How do you eat an elephant? Do you know this one? How do you eat an elephant? one bite at a time, right? One bite at a time. All right, so the next page breaks it down. The breakdown page breaks it down into bite-sized chunks. So now what I'm gonna do is I take that huge number, the 4,348 people I'm gonna reach out to this year, and first I break it into 3 groups: prospects, customers, and other consultants on my team, right? On my team. Prospects, customers, consultants. Then I break it out yearly, monthly, weekly, and daily. So that huge number is now actually something I can handle. It's connecting with 9 prospects every day, 6 customers that I already have every day, and 4 consultants on my team every day, right? And that's just a recommended mix. You can change these. In fact, I'm going to change the first one to 10 because I really want these to add up to 20 instead of 19. You can change them to whatever you want. You can write over these, okay? Also, we've got an invite and ad goal. Invites, we put in kind of what we think should be the minimum: 3 daily invites, 3 daily ads. Now, what's an invite? An invite is when you actually show somebody, you invite them to learn about the business opportunity, or you invite them to look at products, to learn about products, as opposed to just to connect, which is just a hello, just to start a conversation. A connect's goal is just to make somebody's day, right? So we're gonna be connecting with people, in this case, 20 people a day, and our hope is out of those 20 connects, those 20 conversations we start, 3 of them will lead to an invite. Are you with me? Every day. Then we'll follow up on those 3 people. Okay, daily ads, this is meeting new people, just meeting new people. The goal, the minimum goal should be to add 3 new people to your list every single day, whether it's on social media, in person, whatever. If you're serious about this, you need to have a minimum ad goal. You need fresh water coming in constantly onto your list. Okay, let's hit continue. Once you've got these numbers the way you're comfortable with them, at least for now, when you hit continue, it's going to configure your Teamzy dashboard to your goals. Pretty cool, right? And now what's cool about that, you guys, just one thing about it before we get into the next step. Now you don't even really have to think about that big goal, which in this case was 150,000, because Teamzy's got you on your daily focus. So all you have to do is every day, you just need to do today's activity. You just need to do today's activity. You just need to do today's activity. Because when you keep your focus small, your business can be big. Okay, keep your focus small so your business can be big. Make sense? Okay. Next step is finding your why. Finding your why. Now, what's funny about this is you really don't need to know your why to use our software. Okay, but you do need to find your why to be successful. That's why we put it in here, because we built this software to help you be successful. You need to know your why. Guys, this is really important here. And I may go off on a little bit of a passion tangent because I know how important this is. 1 out of every 2 people in this business quits within the first year, right? You guys have seen that. It's a true statistic. 1 out of every 2 people quits within the first year. Why do people quit this business when it has such an amazing opportunity attached to it? Well, there's lots of reasons why people quit, right? In fact, I could sit here and number reasons why you could quit all day long. I mean, anything could happen. Why do actually people not quit? Why do some people persist until they succeed? It's because they have a reason to. And you guys have heard people talking about you need to have a why. Some people call it your vision. Whatever it is, you need to have a reason. If my neighbor's house is on fire and they're on vacation, I don't have a reason to go in their house. But if my neighbor's house is on fire and their kids are trapped inside, I have a reason why. If my kids are inside with them, I have a reason why to go in there, right? Do you guys understand? I have a reason to overcome challenges. And you need to figure out why you're in this business, why succeeding is not negotiable, why failing is not an option. You need to know this. And I know you guys have probably heard this, and you probably just don't have any idea how to do it. We built this into Teamzy and just made it really easy. Let me walk you through the process. And the cool thing about this too is it's going to be easy for you to duplicate with your team. That's why we call it Teamzy, by the way. Okay, so finding your why. Let's talk about this a little bit. What we've got is just 5 questions. And these questions are just to jog your mind, just to get your mind thinking about it. It's like a journaling exercise for yourself. No one's going to see this but you. It's to get you thinking about it. Okay, now I'm going to tell you my story as an example. Obviously yours will be different, but I'm just going to lead you through my story and how these 5 questions really impacted me and how they worked for me. And hopefully that will illuminate for you guys how to work for you. So why did you become a consultant? In my situation, I was actually a Beachbody coach. Some of you guys know that. I had got great results myself. People saw it and they were asking me about it. People were already asking me, what are you doing? They saw what I was doing on social media. They were asking me, what are you doing? And so I thought I should get paid for this, right? Some of you guys are thinking the same thing. Okay, so what did you hope to accomplish? When I started in the business, I remember asking my sponsor, do you think I can make $500 a month extra income doing this? And he said, yeah, you could definitely do that. So that's what I hope to accomplish. I just kind of wanted to make some extra money. Anybody in that situation? A lot of people start there like, hey, I like this. I really enjoy the products. I think maybe it'd be cool to make some extra money representing it. Great. That's why I started. The next question, why is that important to you? Well, I wanted to make $500 a month, kind of an arbitrary number, because in my budget, and I don't know if you guys have a written budget, I have screwed up every financial way possible over the years. So now I have a very disciplined budget that I follow with my family. In my budget, we had a line item every month to put $500 in our savings account. Anybody have something like that? And it was supposed to be an automatic transfer. Actually, it was an automatic transfer. But for 7 years, now, just to give you guys a little background on me, I've been a business coach and consultant for 15 years and helping people build their business. Before I got into network marketing, I helped people in real estate build their business. That's what I did for a living. And when the recession hit, the real estate market disappeared, it was very challenging. I know it was challenging probably for a lot of you guys because it affected so many industries, but literally overnight, our business was gone. And we held on through that recession by our fingernails. And I have to tell you guys, by God's good grace, we made it. We made it through that time frame. But for almost 7 years, every month when that $500 transferred over to savings, we immediately transferred it back to checking. We didn't save any money for almost 7 years, not a penny. So for me to say I could put $500 extra money in the bank every month was really, honestly, it was really exciting to me. So already just in 2 minutes, the opportunity had gone from maybe I can make some extra money to, wow, I could save $500 a month. The next question was, what would achieving this mean to you and your family? The first thing that I thought of was, wow, maybe we could buy a new house. My wife and I, when we married, we had a small house, which was great, but we didn't have any kids. And now we have 4 children. And we're on top of each other. And we're constantly on top of each other. So I thought, man, it would be great if we could, maybe if I could save money long enough, we could buy a new house. So that was kind of exciting to me. Now I'm thinking, wow, this is a great opportunity. Maybe we can get a new house from this, right? Then I get to this 5th question. Why is that meaningful? How does this make you feel? Why is this meaningful? How does this make you feel? And I really got stuck on this one for a little while because I didn't feel like buying a house was meaningful. I don't know. Do you guys think it's meaningful? It didn't seem meaningful to me. It seemed kind of materialistic, actually. But when I looked at the second half of that question, how does this make you feel? I realized something was going on. And I had never stopped to admit it to myself. It was happening in the back of my mind, my subconscious mind, was that it wasn't that there was something wrong with my house. It's that the new house was symbolic about the fact that I wanted a different life for my family. See, I was working constantly in my career, getting up when my kids were in bed, kissing them goodbye, coming home when they're getting ready for bed, right? That was the extent of seeing my kids. Constantly working. Obviously, I hadn't saved money in almost 7 years, so how was that working for us, right? And basically just stuck. We were just stuck in a rut, just a constant rut of me working. And I believed that's what I was supposed to be doing, right? I was supposed to be supporting my family. Like I didn't need to have a relationship with them. My job was to support them, right? But I realized going through this process, wait a second, guys. Buying a house isn't really the goal. It's creating the life I've always wanted for my family. See, this opportunity, this business opportunity, suddenly was more than some extra money. What can you do with extra money? You can take it or leave it. That's why people quit, by the way. But now I have an opportunity to create the life I want. I have an opportunity to have a relationship with my kids and spend time with them. I have an opportunity to be free from stress over money. Now something different is happening. And it took about 10 minutes of thinking about it. Isn't that amazing? So then you get down through this process of thinking and you get to this last box, which is my why, this very last box. And that's where I want you to write your why statement. It's almost like, this is why I'm doing this. This is why success is my only option. And you can see in the grayed out text, the why, my actual why is the example for you. You type over it on yours, but my actual why that I wrote going through this process myself, not even 3 years ago, amazing, was this: to create a life where I never have to worry about money again. Wouldn't that be great? I enjoy quality time with my family, and I'm present for my children on a daily basis. I'm healthy and full of energy. That was my why statement. Simple, short, to the point, right? Here's what I will tell you guys. Whatever you write in this last box, by the way, from a training standpoint, will be on your dashboard of Teamzy. Every time you log in, it'll be right in front of you. I want you to read it every day. It needs to be in front of you every day. It needs to be powerful. It needs to be something that will get you into a building that's on fire. Now, for me, my kids, being with my kids, not worrying about money, that was enough for me. Maybe it's something else for you. But you need to figure out what it is, because here's the thing, guys. Things are going to happen. Is life going to be hard? Absolutely. Life's hard. It's guaranteed that it's going to be hard. There's going to be illness. There's going to be relationship woes. There's going to be financial pressures. There's going to be tornadoes and hurricanes and earthquakes and fires and floods, right? Whatever you can think of. Trees. When I was a kid, the tree in our yard fell on our house and destroyed our living room. Did you have that? Was that in the yearly goals? No. My dad made cordwood out of it. And we used it all winter to warm the house. You know, you get to make lemonade, right, out of stuff. Here's the thing, though, guys. Who knows what will happen? Even more common than some amazing tragedy like that is just that you wake up one day and don't feel like connecting with people. You know you need to be doing that, right, to build your business, but some days you just don't feel like it, right? And then the next day you still don't feel like it, and the next day you still don't feel like it. Next thing you know, you've put your business on the back burner for a minute and you've basically quit. I want you to see something like this, my why statement, and go, I don't feel like doing this, but I need to do it anyways. And Teamzy makes it so easy for me. I'll get it done in 20 minutes and I'll be on with my day. Are you guys with me? So you're going to put your my why statement in there. Don't skip this, and make sure your team doesn't. Duplicate this, you guys. Whatever you write in here, don't think you can just leave mine because it's grayed text. It's just sample text. Whatever you write in this box and hit continue, it will be on your dashboard. I'll show you later when we get there that it's there. Okay? And I just put my why statement goes here for those of you who have a small screen. Third step is we're going to get your contacts in. Now, I honestly don't know what the LulaRoe back office looks like. Hopefully you guys have the ability to export your lists. Okay? If you don't, you might have to copy and paste. There's a video here with some different tips on how you can get your list, but we want to get your consultants list, your personally sponsored, personally enrolled people. We want them into Teamzy so you can build a deeper relationship with them. We want to get all your customers, all the customers that you have, into Teamzy so you can stay in contact with them. And I will explain to you the importance of being in regular contact with customers as we go in this training. And then of course we want to get all of your, and we're going to do it in that order. Consultants first, then customers. Then we want to get your Facebook friends into Teamzy. There's a video here that shows you how to do that, which is so cool. So you're not going through your Facebook messages. There we go. You're not going through your Facebook messages trying to figure out who to connect with or who you talk to or who to follow up with. It's all going to be organized in one place inside Teamzy. Pretty cool, right? And if you're using another CRM or any sort of contact management system, you can get your contacts from there into a CSV file and import those. Okay, so I'm not going to go through this too much, but let's just import one group real quick so I can show you how easy this is. I've got my Facebook archive already saved on my computer. I requested it from Facebook. Here it is. So you can see how quick this is. So I'm bringing in my Facebook friends. There it is. It's already ready to go. I can tag this. Facebook friends. Okay, and then continue. Great. All right, it's already mapped. So now it's creating my contacts. Okay, so while it creates those contacts, I'm going to start talking about the next step, which is ranking your contacts. Now, we're going to rank our contacts on a 5-star scale, just like we're ranking something online, right? 5 stars is awesome, 1 star is not so much. And the reason we do it is because you should be spending more time with your best people. That's the whole concept of relationship marketing is you should be spending more time with the best people. The people most likely to move your business forward should get more of your time. And if you don't prioritize your relationships first, then you can't prioritize your time because the turkeys, the people who don't deserve the time, will steal it. Am I right? It's so true. So we want to make sure that we prioritize the good people first. So this is how we do it. We just rank them with stars. Okay. So here's the rankings. 5 stars. This is somebody most likely to become a customer or consultant, or they're already on your team and they're a total rock star. They're going to show up on your up next list every 30 days. Now I'm going to show you the up next list in a minute. That's the list of people that you're supposed to reach out and connect with today. Okay. Now, 4-star people, there's somebody likely to become a customer coach, customer consultant at some point in the future with a little bit of nurturing. Okay. They're going to be 4 stars. They're going to show up on your up next list every 60 days. They may already be on your team and they're just your solid performers. Okay. All right, 3 stars is somebody who might become a customer or a consultant at some point in the future. You just don't really know. They could go either way. Basically, everybody's a 3-star until you know any better. When you do your bulk imports into Teamzy, everybody's going to be assigned 3 stars to start because you don't know which way they might go. And most people on your list will be a 3-star. They'll just stay a 3-star. 3-star people are going to come up on your up next list every 90 days. Okay, so every 90 days they cycle back on. Now 2-star people are getting colder. They're on that list every 120 days. You don't have to memorize these. It's all written in Teamzy, don't worry. And the 1-star, these are the people that are on your list, but they're not coming up on your dashboard. They're just kind of there. You can look them up and connect with them anytime you want, but they're not going to cycle through your up next list. Okay, all right. So let's go ahead and go to the next page. Now it brought in all those people and it's automatically put it in rank mode for me so that I can scroll down my list. You know, you can scroll this list super fast. I can scroll down this list and I can just change people's ranks if I want to. Okay, I can make them 4s, I can make them 2s. I can make them 1s. I can delete them. You with me? Super easy. Okay, when you're done, you can just toggle off rank mode. You can come back later if you want. You know, you can do this anytime. Everything's automatically saved. And when I'm done going through my list and ranking them, then I'm ready to do my power hour. Now, here's one little pro tip for you guys. Do I think you should go through your whole list and rank everybody to get set up? Yes. Do you have to do that to get started? No. So if you are overwhelmed by the size of your list, here's what I want you to do. Keep in mind that everybody's going to come in as a 3-star, which means they're just going to show up whenever. I want you to just go through your list and look for the best people. Just cherry pick your favorite people, the people you think are going to be good prospects, and make them 4s and 5s. So they show up more often. That's it. Just cherry pick the best people to start and then just start connecting. Then as you go, you can change people's ranks. You with me? Okay. So now we're going to go back to the dashboard. I'm just going to go over here and click on my nav to the dashboard, and we're going to do our power hour. Let me just show you the dashboard really quickly, and then we'll crush our power hour together. So here's your dashboard. I already showed you this is where your rank is, right? So as you rank up, you change this. Your navigation's on the left. You got your dashboard page, which we're on now, your team page, which is where we just were, where your whole list lives. Business page gives you some cool stats and reports, and universities where you're going to go when you need help. There's videos and FAQs and all that stuff there. Your why statements here, whatever you wrote, is going to be displayed. Okay, you can change it by clicking on my why. So there's the side. Now up top, we've got a search bar. You can look anybody up in the database here that's not on your, you don't have to wait for them to be on your screen. You talk to somebody at the grocery store and you want to log it in Teamzy, look them up, okay? This whole system is also mobile, so you can use it on your phone once you set it up on the computer. I'll show you briefly that at the end. Okay, you meet somebody new, you want to add them to your list after you've done your bulk imports, you just click this, add contact, you put them in. It takes a second to add, okay? If there's an important message from us that we want you to see, we'll pop it up on your dashboard right here. Okay. All right, so today's activities are our goals for the day. So these are the goals that we set on setup. My goal here is to connect with 10 prospects. You can see I've done 0. Connect with 6 customers, 0 again. So as we do these numbers will populate, okay? We'll show that in a second. We're gonna connect with 4 consultants on the team, invite 3 people to the business opportunity or products, and we are going to add 3 new people to our list. That's our goal for the day, Okay, now I'm going to go through and explain this as I go, but I want you guys to know that you can definitely do all of this in less than an hour, for sure, even at these numbers. Okay, for sure. Now, this first part, the connecting part, will probably take you about 20 minutes. And then you'll have 40 minutes to invite people and add people and follow up and all that stuff. Okay, so let me show you how to do it. But before I do it, I'll just mention this dailies bar right here. Dailies, these are just things that you need to do all the time, right? Are you posting on social media? Are you doing personal development work? Everybody knows we're supposed to do that, but everybody also skips it. Don't skip it. Are you being a product of the product, right? Are you doing some exercise? People are like, why did you put exercise on there? Let's be honest, guys. You need daily exercise to have your energy and your mind and your heart in the right place. So don't neglect yourself. Okay, so these are just for you. These are daily accountabilities to keep you on track with some of these non-negotiable activities, okay? So now let's get to the who's up next box, because this box here is the magic heart of Teamzy. And I will tell you guys, some of you guys come from sales-oriented careers, and you've used other types of CRMs. There's nothing like this anywhere. It's so easy and simple. And I'm going to take you guys through this process right now. But basically, you really can't mess this up. So on the up next list, we've got 4 lists: prospects, customers, consultants, and follow-ups. 4 lists. Okay, it's all in one place. And it shows you 5 people at a time, the next 5 people you should contact in order. Okay? Now, I know you might have 10,000 people on your list, and that's fine. They're all here on the team page. Everyone's here on the team page. Don't worry, your whole list is here. You can get to your whole list anytime. But the up next teaches you who to connect with next. You don't spend any time thinking about it. You just connect with the next person on the list. So Jay is the next person on my prospects list. I'm going to connect with her. Okay? My goal is to start a conversation with her. That's my #1 goal. And I'm hoping in that conversation, guess what I'm hoping to happen? I'm hoping to find a way to make her day. But Eric, I thought you wanted to recruit her to your team. I would love to recruit her to my team, but my first goal is to make her day. And guys, you have to be in that mindset of making people's day, of bringing value to people's day first, and then the magic of this system will happen for you. All right, so I'm going to connect with Jay. This is where I'm going to actually log my connect, what I say to her. But before I do this, you guys, I may not know what I'm going to say to her. So I'm going to go to scripts. Now, just so you know, I'm going to connect with her on Facebook Messenger, because that's where I connect with everybody, is Facebook. So I have Facebook open up here on a separate tab. I'm ready to go into Facebook to do that. But first, I want to get an idea of what to say to Jay. So I'm going to go to my scripts. See right here where it says scripts? You click that, and this is going to be for Facebook. And so there's some ideas. Connect #1 says, hi, Jane, just stopping by to say hello. How are you? I hope your day is awesome. It's a great one. In fact, that's my favorite script of all time. I've personally used that one probably 3,000 times. It starts conversations like you wouldn't believe. Let's mix it up, though. I'm going to go with connect #2. Hi, Jane. It's been a while since I checked in with you. How are you? Hope all is going great. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. See, I'm going to copy script. Now it's copied to my clipboard on my computer. And I'm going to toggle over to Facebook, and I'm going to look up Jay. Only takes a second. Yeah, you have to use Facebook to send messages. Facebook doesn't allow Teamzy to send messages for you, or anybody else for that matter. But it only takes a second. And I like to look at somebody's last couple of posts for a quick second anyways. All right. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to paste that message right in her messenger. And I'm going to change the name because it's Jane, not Jay. Okay, boom, and the message is sent. Now, obviously, Jay, I don't know if you guys are reading her page. Jay works for Teamzy, so it's kind of the setup here. She's sending me the same message while she's on a call with somebody else. But here's what I'm going to do real quick. I sent that message to Jay. Now, I'm just going to quickly copy and paste this back into Teamzy. Now, do you need to copy and paste it? No, you can write a note in Teamzy. I just don't feel like typing anymore, so copy and pasting is super fast for me. But you could write a note. Hey, I sent Jay a message. Okay. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to log this in Teamzy, because not only do I want to send her the message, but I want to keep track of it. I want to track it. So that was a Facebook message. Now watch what happens when I log it. Jay's off my list. I've got a 1 now on the scoreboard. Okay, now I'm going to connect with Jenny. Now guess what I'm going to do with Jenny? The same thing. In fact, I'm going to send Jenny the same message. Oh, look, Jay's already responding to me. Let's see here. Look, Jay just sent me the same message. Jay, I hope your webinar is as much fun as ours is tonight. She's doing the exact same presentation, guys, in another group. Okay. So I'm going to go down to Jenny. I'm going to send her the same message. I'm going to send the same message to Angela. I'm going to send the same message to Mandy. I'm going to keep going until I get to 10. Now, you can mix it up. You can edit the messages. You can personalize the message if you want. That's fine. But if you're not sure what to say, just send it as is. They work great. Okay? And again, they're not salesy because guess what? We're not selling anything. We're connecting. That's it. We're connecting. So when I get this number to 10 and this circle is all the way blue, I'm done with my prospects. Now I can go over to my customers list. Okay? Now I'm going to start connecting with my customers. This is huge. I've also got great customer scripts, by the way. They're so cool. Look at this. Josie, I'm so excited you're loving your leggings. I'm planning my calendar now, looking at who I'll be able to help this month. And before it fills up, I wanted to ask if there's anyone you care about that might like to learn more about our products or the LulaRoe business opportunity. He's like, you know, there's some great scripts in here that you can send to customers. How are you enjoying things? Send me an update. Let me know how I can be of help. Checking to see if there's anything you can do to make your day. Whatever. Great ways to connect with customers. So we're going to go through and connect with customers. Now, I know a lot of times you're like, why is he telling me to connect with customers? Aren't I just supposed to be prospecting? Here's what I want you guys to really get. Now, make sure you get a pen and paper out and write this down to share for yourself and to share with your team, because this is an important fact that you need to know. The absolute best and hottest source for a new lead in your business is a current customer. The best source for a new lead in your business is a current customer. There's nothing better. There's no like Instagram marketing class you can take. There's no like lead funnel thing you can buy. There's nothing better than somebody who already is using the products and loving them. Okay? Because guess what? They're talking about them. They're showing them off. You can't tell, but I'm rubbing my legs as if I'm wearing them right now. I should have got a pair just to wear it. I mean, you know, I'm like a newscaster. You can't tell when I'm wearing it. It would have just been hilarious for me to be in them. You know, I hear they're like butter. So my point is your current customers are talking about it already. They're already having conversations. They're already sharing the product with people. The way you get introduced to all those people they're talking to is by staying in touch with them. You have to stay in touch with them. You have to be their go-to person. You need to be the person that lights up their day constantly. Okay, Teamzy will help you do it, but you can't neglect your customers. You guys with me? Okay, so we're gonna do the same thing we did with our prospects. We're gonna now go through our customer list. Whoever they give us every day, we're gonna connect with Brittany, send her a little message, Tanya, Matthew, Brenda. We're gonna go down the list until we get our 6 done. Okay, great. Do I know where those conversations are gonna lead? No, I don't. I'm just starting conversations. I'm deepening relationships. I'm focusing on helping people. By the way, it's so much fun to do that. It's so much fun to just focus on the make someone say mindset. Oh my gosh, you guys, you're gonna have a blast. So when I'm done with that, and I get those done for the day, I'm gonna go to my consultants. I'm gonna start connecting with consultants on my team. How you doing? Do you need anything? Is there anything I can do for you today? How's life going? Oh my gosh, how's the new baby? Whatever, check in with people. Guys, it's called Teamzy for a reason. It's about your team. It's about building your team. We build the team so we can build the business, so we can build the life. Right? We build the team so we can build the business, so we can build a life. So connect. Doesn't matter how successful you are, how big your team is. The people that you sponsored in this business, they deserve a hello from you every few months. Okay? So we're gonna send them messages. Great. So when we're done with our consultants now, all 3 of these circles will be filled in, you're done. Prospects, customers, consultants, you've sent 20 connects out, 20 outgoing connects. Now what happens is so cool, is that people start responding. Now, you guys can take classes, and I have extensive marketing background. I could give you a 1-hour class on email marketing right now, for example. Drip campaigns, autoresponders, all that stuff. But nothing is gonna get close to the response rate you get from personally messaging somebody. In fact, we would typically expect a 50% or better response rate. Okay, 50% or better, which means that if I message 20 people this morning, I should get 10 conversations started. That's nuts, right? What would your business look like if you started 10 conversations every day? Now, the cool thing is the people that you didn't start a conversation with still got the message. They still thought about you. They still thought it was nice. And they might have even checked out your Facebook page. So it's a win. And guess what? When they come back on your list 3 or 4 months from now and you message them again, they're a little warmer each time. Cool, right? Okay. So now we've got these conversations going. And some of them are just nice, like, hey, how you been? I'm great. And they fizzle out. That's cool. No big deal. Every single one of them invests in the relationship, right? Because how do you invest in a relationship? You invest time and you connect personally. And that's what you're doing. Okay. But some of them will be a great conversation. You'll catch up and you'll form and you'll talk about the family and you'll get caught up on everything. And they will lead to questions about the business, which is great. And those are going to be the people that show some interest, that the conversation goes in that direction, that we're going to send an invite to. Are you with me? Remember, our goal was to create 3 invites a day. Maybe you're talking to a current customer and they tell you about somebody they were talking to and you are able to connect and invite that person. It doesn't matter. We're going to get to 3 invites. So let me give you an example. We messaged Jay. So I'm going to use Jay as our example. Let's say that Jay messages me back. We have a great conversation and she's really interested in learning more about what I'm doing. So it's great. Jay, look, here's what I'm going to do. There's an opportunity call tonight, Jay. Can you get on it? Okay, you can. Great. I'm going to send you all the information right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look up Jay in my lookup bar. It takes me to her record. And I'm going to log this connect, but it's a special connect. Now it's an invite. See this little box down here? Is this an invite? Click it. And I'm going to it's going to be an invite to an opportunity call. Check this out. So Jay, I'm talking to Jay. It's like, great. I've got an opportunity call tonight. Can you get on it? She says, yes. Awesome. What I'm going to do, Jay, is I'm going to send you an email right now with all the information on how to get on the call. She says, awesome. So now I'm logging this, that I sent her an email. It was an invite to an opportunity call. And I tell you what, Jay, get on that call, just soak it in, and then I will check in with you tomorrow and see if you have any questions. Sound good? Sounds great, Eric. Awesome. So if I'm going to check in with her tomorrow, this is it. Pay attention, guys. I need to now set a follow-up. Because if I don't set a follow-up, if I leave this follow-up as default, which is where it's set now, she's a 5. She's going to come back in 30 days. I told her I'd follow up when? Tomorrow. So I need to set my follow-up for tomorrow. And you can set a follow-up for several different choices or a custom date. So now what happens is when I log this invite, I'm going to log it. Notice on her record, there's a follow-up scheduled. Now, when I go back to my dashboard tomorrow and I'm doing my power hour, also notice I got an invite log now too, which is cool. When I connect with tomorrow, I'll do my power hour again. I'll connect with my prospects, my customers, my consultants. And when I go to work my follow-ups list, Jay's on there because I set the follow-up. She's no longer going to be on my prospects list as long as she's on my follow-ups list. She's going to be just on my follow-ups list. Now, the cool thing is every day I'm adding 3 people to my follow-ups list, right? And then I'm going to start following up with those people. Those are the people who've shown some interest. Everyone else, I'm just continuing to invest in that relationship over time. You guys with me? Okay, so here's the deal. Just going to talk to you guys real quick about this. I need to sit first. You guys have heard that the fortunes in the follow-up. I know you've heard that. But here's another statistic you need to hear. 80% of all sales happen between the 7th and the 10th follow-up. 80% of all sales happen between the 7th and the 10th follow-up. Okay. So question for you. And probably some of you are nodding your head. Some of you wrote that down. You're like, okay, that makes sense. But the question for you is this. How many of you follow up 10 times? And I've presented to so many people over the last few years, and I will tell you that I could probably count on my 2 hands how many people have said they follow up 10 times. And most people don't follow up 10 times for a couple of reasons. The first one is, I mean, let's be honest. If you don't have a system like this, you're just plain not organized enough to do it. How do you follow up with somebody 10 times and keep track of them? You do it on a notebook? Because what happens on a notebook is if you don't have your notebook, now it's written on the back of an envelope somewhere, right? And then you've got 15 things going on. Or if you've got a spreadsheet somewhere. I mean, there's just no way to be organized enough without a system like this. So that's the number one reason why people don't follow up 10 times. But I think the more emotional reason is people are afraid to. They feel like they're being annoying. They don't want to come across as that icky salesperson, right? And they're like, I followed up 3 times and I didn't even respond. Why would I keep going? You guys with me? Okay. So couple things on that. First of all, I'm going to teach you within the next 2 minutes, I'm going to teach you how to follow up without being annoying. It's easy to do. And once I give you the 2 principles on how to do that, you're going to never be annoying again when you follow up. The other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to explain psychologically why most people will not respond to your follow-ups for the first 5 or 6 follow-ups. Most people will not respond at all. Doesn't mean they're not interested. It's just human psychology. I'm going to explain that to you in a second too. But what I want you guys to really get philosophically before we get into that is this. If you're talking to somebody about an opportunity that can change their life. Now, I mean, I shared with you guys how this opportunity changed my life. I mean, I went from working all the time, never seeing my kids, to being able to create the life of my dreams within a 2-year period. That's amazing. Some of you guys have experienced the same thing or are in the process of experiencing it. And you're talking to people about an opportunity that could be life-changing and they're excited about it. But when you go to follow up, you don't hear back. Here's the thing I want you guys to understand. People are not wired to change. People hate change. And even if they're excited about it consciously, their subconscious mind, which runs the show, 80% of all of our actions come from our subconscious mind, is saying, no way, we're not doing that, we're not changing. So they're being sabotaged by their subconscious mind. Here's the thing, guys. The only way they're going to get past that no in the back of their head is through your follow-up. Which means the only way these people are going to get to the life of their dreams is if you care enough about them to follow up. It comes down to this. Following up is an act of love. Following up is an act of love. And if you follow up with people, you're demonstrating your love for them. If you fail to follow up with them, you are communicating that you do not care enough about them to help them change their life. So what kind of person are you? Are you the person who cares about people and loves them, wants to help them succeed? Or are you just looking for an easy buck? Are you with me? So it's the opposite of what you think. Following up doesn't make you seem greedy. Not following up does. Cool? Are you guys with me? You got that? Write on a little sticky note. Following up is an act of love. Put it in the corner of your computer so that it keeps you going when you need to follow up. Okay, so all that said, let me teach you how to follow up without being annoying. Are you ready? Write down these 2 principles. They're very easy. You might not even have to write them down. But you want to teach this to your team. So you're going to want to duplicate this. The number 1 thing that you need to do to not be annoying in a follow-up is don't ask someone to do anything in the follow-up. Don't ask them to do anything in the follow-up. Don't ask them to call you back. Oh my gosh, that's the worst. I don't want to call you back. Don't ask them to do anything. Don't ask them to purchase something. Don't ask them to message you back. Don't ask them to do anything in the follow-up. Okay? Your follow-up is a statement, not a question. Okay? Great. The second thing you can do to never be annoying when you do a follow-up is make sure your follow-up message is short enough that they can read it on the notification screen on their phone without opening the message. Okay, the message needs to be short enough they can read it on the notification screen without opening the message. Excuse me, because they do not want you to know that they've seen it yet. Because they don't want to respond yet. And I know, I can't see your faces, and I know you guys are chuckling because you do the same thing. You read messages and you wish you didn't have to open them because you don't want to respond to them. You don't want them to know you've seen them yet. But you do those 2 things to make it easy on people because why? Our follow-ups are to keep you and your conversation with them about the opportunity top of mind, to put a smile on their face, and start associating you and your opportunity with a good feeling. Because guess what? Most people, I would say, now this is like a gut statistic. I don't have any data to back this up, but from my experience, about 95% of the people will not even respond at all to the first 5 follow-up messages. And most people would quit because they're getting no response and write them off. Why do you think 80% of the sales happen after the 7th follow-up? Right? So that's just the way people are wired. But every day they're getting this little thing from you and they're thinking, oh yeah, I need to do that, but I can't right now because of whatever excuse I have. But you're going to continue to connect with them and love them through the process. And their subconscious mind is going to start getting used to hearing from you. Gonna get used to associating you with good feeling to the point where, you know what, maybe I feel okay about this opportunity. It's crazy, right? It's crazy how the human brain works. But this is how we love people through the follow-up process. And let me show you how ridiculously easy this is in Teamzy. I mean, even if you missed the last 10 minutes of me talking, like your baby was crying and you're doing something else, whatever, something good was on Netflix, and you just saw my mouth moving, I'm going to show you how to do it in Teamzy. You don't even have to understand any of that. It's going to work so easy for you. Here we go. So I've got Jay. She's on my follow-up list. It's time for me to follow up with her. So now, again, I'm going to jump to my scripts. Okay, I'm going to jump to my scripts to grab a follow-up script. Now, here's the thing I want you guys to know. I put 10 follow-up scripts in here for you. I already wrote out 10 for you to use. Now, you can modify them or you can just use them exactly as is. But these are all finely tuned follow-up scripts. First one, follow-up number 1. Hi, Jane, just checking in like I promised I would. What questions do you have for me? So in our example, Jay went to an opportunity call. I'm following up, right? I'm just going to copy that script. I'm going to go over to Facebook and I'm going to send it to her. Okay? Change the name. Bam. Okay? Great. I'm going to log that in Teamzy. And now, literally, I wouldn't even be thinking about Jay. I would just log that in Teamzy and I'd move down my list. Now, you might have 20 people on this list, which is great. I'm going to log this. It's Facebook message. Now, here's the thing, though. Before I log it, pay attention. Make sure you set the next follow-up, or she'll be off your follow-up list. You got to set the next one. I'll set it for tomorrow again. I like to hit them like every day for the first 3 or 4 days. That's just my personal preference. And then after that, you can space them out a little bit. But for the first 3 or 4 days, I want to check in every day. So here's my check-in for her. I'm going to log it. Now, look. It's been logged. See, it says connect logged. Great. And she's back on my follow-up list again. So tomorrow when I'm going through my power hour and I get to my follow-ups, she'll be there again. I'm going to follow up again. So now she's on my list again. Pretend it's tomorrow. I see Jay's on my list. Did I already follow up with her? What is it? I can click on activity to see my conversations. Great. I followed up once on an op call. Great. I'm going to go back to connect scripts. Now guess what I'm going to do? Follow-up number 2. Hi, Jane, just making sure you got my email, checking to see if you have any questions. I'll just send it, change the name, send, bam. Set the next follow-up. Day 3, I'll send her this one. Hi, Jane, just excited about the goals we discussed. Can't wait to get started. You see how they're short, they're sweet. They don't ask her for anything. They're all about caring about her and her success, and she can read them without opening them. See, we're following all the rules. Day 4, I'm going to send her this one. Hey, Jane, just staying in touch so I can help you achieve your goals. I'm here for you. I'm in your corner. I am your trusted advisor. I'm the person that's going to love you through this process. And it's cool. I know you're not connected. I know you're not responding. That's okay. I'm still here. It's kind of like being a parent, isn't it? Oh my gosh, so much. Building this business is just like being a parent. If you guys have kids that have made it alive, you can build a team in network marketing. All right, follow-up number 5. Hi, Jane, I hope you're doing well. I'm here when you're ready. Follow-up number 6. I know you're excited about getting started, and I promise to be here to help you along the way. Do you have any questions for me? We're just staying in touch. We're just staying top of mind. Are you guys with me? Now, here's what happens. Right around this point, around 5 or 6, is when people will usually respond the first time. Maybe they responded with a thanks or one of those little emoticons somewhere along the way, but this is where you get your first response. And it's usually something like this. Oh my gosh, you're so amazing. Thank you so much for staying in touch with me. I really appreciate it. I'm so sorry I haven't responded. You know, I'm going to look at your email tonight. It's like, what? It's been 2 weeks. You haven't even looked at it? That's human nature, you guys. Don't be frustrated. Don't take it personally. Love them through the process. So now we're going through the process with Jay. We're connecting with her. And 2 things could happen. One, she's not ready to get started. She's not interested to do anything right now. And I just take her off my follow-ups list at some point and let her go back into Teamzy. I'll talk to her in a month or 2. Okay? But she can never fall through my cracks because once she's on my Teamzy list, she can never get off, right? Unless she does something illegal or irrational, then I'll delete her. Or even better, I'm following up, I'm connecting with her. She is interested and she ends up purchasing. Okay, so how do I fill that out in Teamzy? Let me show you. We'll go back in, we'll finish her off, and then I'll answer any questions that you guys might have. So again, I'm gonna look her up again because I go into back office and I see that she's made a purchase. Now what I wanna do is log the sale. So see where it says sale, I'm gonna click that. Let's say she got an onboarding package, okay? and I'm going to click save. Again, I'm not logging volume or commissions or anything. I just want to log that my activity resulted in a sale. I want Teamzy to know that for my stats, okay? Now, I'm going to move her from prospect. See how it's highlighted in the member type? I'm just going to click on consultant to move her over to my team. That's it. Now she's moved. I took her through the process of being a prospect. We connected with her. We had a conversation, right? We had a great conversation, which led to interest in the business. I invited her to an opportunity. I followed up like a pro, and now I've moved her over to the consultant area of Teamzy. So now when I connect with Jay, we'll be as a consultant, not as a prospect. And I'll continue working all 3 lists. Make sense? Okay, let me take a look and see if you guys have any questions. Did you guys put any questions in the Q&A? One thing I promised to show you really quick was, oh, where is it? That's weird. Hold on a second. Now let me try. I'll show you that this is mobile. So I don't know if you guys can see this, but this is what it would look like on your smartphone. Teamzy is a web page, not an app, so you would just find it on your smartphone. If you're on an iPhone, it'd be in Safari. If you're on an Android phone, it'd be in Chrome. And you just go to Teamzy and log in, and here it is. So you got everything here in Teamzy. You've got your goals will show up here, prospects list, your customers list, your consultants list, your follow-ups list will all be here, okay? Also, you can look somebody up. You can do everything on your phone, right? You have to do the big bulk imports. So on your phone, there's Jay. I just click into her. It takes me right in here where I can connect with her. I can do it all on here. I can get to my scripts on my phone, which is really cool because then you can do like a great, you can just click copy, but you can also just copy with your fingers on your phone, on iPhone anyways. I don't use Androids. I think they work pretty much the same. I can add new people as I meet them here. So you can do all of that mobile, which is pretty awesome. Okay. Well, great, you guys. I mean, we're so excited to be working with LulaRoe consultants. We've been talking to probably for about a little over a year now. We've had lots of requests from you guys to build a Teamzy version for you. Right now, you're in your beta test. So if you guys are watching this webinar, it's after June 10th. It's no longer the beta test period, but for those of you guys watching this before June 10th, you're in the beta test period right now. What that means is, doesn't mean that this is not a system that's been tried and tested because Teamzy's been around now almost 2 years. But for LulaRoe, it's new, which means that we've done our best guess on how to make this a perfect fit for you. This is your guys' chance to get in there and go, you know, this would make more sense like this, or we don't really call it that, we call it this. We want you guys to give us feedback on the program, help us make it better. We can't wait to hear from you on it. But also, for those of you guys who are here on this beta test before June 10th, 2017, I'm saying that because this webinar will probably be on YouTube forever. If you're watching this before June 10th, 2017, and you're using it, you have a chance to become a founder in the LulaRoe network, which means that you'll get a lifetime discount. It's like 1/3 off the subscription fees for life. Okay, so check it out. Check it out now. And if you're in a free trial, you want to make sure to start your subscription before June 10th, because after June 10th, that offer is gone forever and we never discount Teamzy. Okay, so you got to start your subscription. Even if you're in a free trial that goes past June 10th, start your subscription before June 10th, and then you won't be billed until your free trial is over, so you still get your free time. Okay, but let your team know. Share this webinar with your team. You're going to get the link tomorrow. Share it with your team that didn't make it live. Upline, sideline, downline. Get as many people that you want to take advantage of this in so they can get that special discount. But even if you're watching this after June 10th, you're going to get a tremendous value. You want to share this content to help people build their business. So thank you guys so much for being here with us tonight. We're honored, grateful that you came. We wish you all the best success, and we'll talk to you soon. God bless.